There's a ton of bad information when it comes to ungating that is causing you to lose a lot of money right now if you're a beginner or even if you're a little bit more advanced. In this video, we are going to reestablish the truth of how to actually get ungated today and what changed in ungates in the last few years and in 2026 specifically, right? So if you do not know me, my name is Chris Mangunza. I release videos here to actually help you with your Amazon business like I'm doing today with ungating. And so we are going to start right away. One of the mistakes that a lot of people make, right? It doesn't matter if they're a little bit more advanced or not, but the mistake that I see over and over again is that people will actually skip brands that are gated, and more advanced sellers will skip brands that are gated 100%. Why? Because Amazon will never approve you on the first try, more than likely, right? You won't get approved on the first try when trying to get a brand ungated when you submit an invoice, okay? Now, if you do not know it, being gated means that you cannot sell a brand on Amazon and you need to submit an invoice, right? What needs to be on that invoice, you need to have, depending on the brand, 10 to 400 units of the specific brand of a product from that specific brand to actually get ungated, right? Now, the truth is that if you're just starting, right, and that's where you're probably losing a lot of money. When you're just starting, if a brand is telling you that you need to submit an invoice with 10 to 100 units, it is likely that if you just push a lot of volume and you reach a specific threshold in sales, right, which usually seems to be around $10,000 in sales lifetime, right? Once you reach that, these brands are just going to open up by themselves. So as a beginner, you should not go and ungate all of these brands. If there's a brand that has a really, really good product and that falls into that category, if you're a beginner and you are under that threshold, make sure that you have a really clean invoice, okay? Because one of the bad advice that you hear everywhere, and I'm not going to lie, it's working, right? It's working. You can use order confirmation to actually get ungated, right? From Walmart, from Target, from so and so and so. Yes, you can. The issue is that even if you have a seasoned account, so and so seasoned account, right? It's going to take you a lot of submission for it to actually go through. So if that's the case, if you're just starting and you even get rejected when you submit a super clean invoice, right? It's going to take you super long. Now, the issue is that, if it's for 10 units and, like, one unit is $5, then it costs you $50. It's fine if you sit on the product for like 3 weeks, 1 month while you keep submitting, right? Now, the issue is if you need to submit 100 units and it does cost you $5 a unit, it's $500. You're sitting on $500 of inventory as a beginner for like maybe 2 months, who knows, right? Yeah, it's effed up, right? So that's why if you're a beginner, you can try to get ungated in brands, but don't overindulge in trying to ungate everything. It's going to cost you a lot of money and it's going to take you a long time to actually do it. So try to, what you should do when you're in between $0 to $10,000 in sales, right? You haven't sold $10,000 on Amazon just yet, is you should try to do as much volume as possible. Why? Because if you start pushing a lot of volume, what's going to happen is that you're going to reach that threshold and all of these brands are going to open, and ungating in itself is going to start becoming easier, okay? It's not going to be easy, right? Ungating is still kind of hard, right? But it's going to become easier. So instead of having to submit an invoice 20 times, you may just need to submit it 5 to 8 times, okay? That's what it means. Sometimes you'll be approved on the first try. But to get back to what I was saying, right? So that was the advice for beginners. Now, as a more advanced seller, what you're going to, what I've seen over and over again is that a lot of advanced sellers actually skip brands where they are gated altogether and they literally don't try to ungate these brands, right? Which is a huge mistake, because you need to understand something. Brands that are gated, especially when you see the brands that have in between 200 to 400 units to actually get ungated, literally, even the brands that have that request 100 units, usually, right, they're not going to remain open forever. We've seen it a lot with brands recently restricting people, right? If there's a really good brand and you can actually apply for it and you're a seller actually doing volume, doing like good revenue, you should actually invest in trying to get these ungated, because whenever Amazon restricts them, right, that's when you start making a shit ton of money because nobody else can list them and you're going to be like just a few sellers on the listings, right? And it happens all across the board right now, right? So you should absolutely do it, right? For example, I can sell Barbie. A lot of people cannot sell Barbie. A lot of people can sell Legos. I've never sold Legos, right, before. So like I'm restricted while a lot of people are making a ton of money on that, right? So that's how it works. Now, do not skip gated brands, because even if they're just gated and like it's requiring 400 units to actually get ungated, if you can do it and other people see that barrier of entry, right, it's your moat, it's your competitive advantage. Okay, so being ungated in a brand other people are gated in actually like reduce the competition, right? And make the products that you're going to find from that brand or that category, right? For example, we have the human ingestible category that requires 400 units to actually get ungated in, right? Usually you're going to see higher profits and less tanking because, of course, right, and obviously, brands that are beginner friendly, that everybody can jump on and that are really easy to find are going to tank the fastest, right? The brands that are gated for most people are going to be profitable for longer. The deals that you're going to find are going to be profitable for longer and the return on investment is going to be higher. Okay, so that is why you should 100% focus on these brands, okay, and not just throw them away. There's a lot of money to be made on brands just like these, where they're like where the brand is getting and you need to actually submit an invoice. It's not too hard. You can find a distributor on Google for any brand that you want. It's not that hard. Just contact the brand, literally, right? Or like another thing that you can do is actually like just just Google like brand, like the name of the brand and distributor, and you're going to find a ton of distributors. Just find an invoice, okay, submit the invoice, get ungated. Yes, you can do it with order confirmation, with all that stuff, but it's a last resort. If you can get an invoice, it's going to make your life way easier. If you can't, use an order confirmation, but just know as a beginner, don't get stuck with inventory that you're going to have a hard time actually ungating if it's a lot of money. Once again, if it's $20, $50, $100, like it's fine. But if it starts to become like $1,000, $5,000, of course that's an issue, right? So that's pretty much like, and to go back to what has changed with ungating, it's pretty much that, right? It's the amount of units that Amazon is requiring per product, and it's just how hard, quote unquote, it is. You're going to need to submit more time and go through more bullshit and try to escalate more than before. That's what has changed, right? So if this video was helpful, just leave a thumbs up, like do all that YouTube stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching, everyone.